I tell you what, I'll tell you who's not family. For our first topic, it looks like ESPN. Ain't no love there. Ain't no love there at all, is what it seems. I don't know if you've all heard, but there has been a lot of cuts and things like that throughout the day. People woke up and they did not have a job at ESPN, and there's some people that there's some people that we know and that you probably love. For instance, Max Kellerman. Now, what was brought to my attention first was the firing of Jalen Rose. They also got rid of Susie Colbert and a host, no pun intended, of other on-air personalities. Even Jeff Van Gundy got cut, and he used to be kind of annoying to me, but I think he's been with ESPN for like 16 years or something like that. He was definitely there throughout most of the Kobe era and all that type of stuff. So that being said, I think 20 altogether were cut. Like I said, even Susie Colbert, Jeff Van Gundy, Max Kellerman, Keyshawn Johnson. Probably Jay is out of there, and that's no surprise. I don't think that had nothing to do with the cuts. He just needed to go. Jay Williams, he just needed to go. They just happened to go with everybody else. But you know, and what was funny to me is they were putting up all these pictures of everybody, that was getting fired. I'm not making this about race. I'm just saying, like, when they did like Susie Colbert, she's sitting there with her microphone. When she's doing when she's doing or when they show Max Kellerman, they show him smiling. They show Jalen Rose, he had his glasses on. His hairline was lit, and he was just. I mean, I'm just saying that's how they play Jalen Rose, and so that is what it is. So now it looks like for right now you still got Kendrick Perkins, who I thought would have been swept up in this. They talk bad about him on the daily about his takes, and then and then we got Stephen A. Smith still. Obviously he's not going nowhere. That's their cash. That's their guy. That's ESPN's guy. He is Mr. ESPN. But it just seemed like to me that like ESPN is trying to be an actual sports team and stay under the cap. It's like they're trying to create cap space. They don't want to have to pay the luxury tax, or they're realizing which direction that their programming is going. And it sounds like to me they're just trying to sign some big free agents. Those big free agents trying to create room for them would be Pat McAfee and Shannon Sharp. That's what it sounds like to me, is what they're doing is just trying to create money to pay them. Because when you say Shannon Sharp is coming to ESPN, that's going to be a big deal. Everybody's going to tune in ESPN. They know we'll be back watching at least enough for them to get their ratings to make it look like it was 100% worth it. But Shannon Sharp, he did his thing, and I think that will take a lot of us to ESPN. Where Skip Bayless, who we don't even know where he's going yet, Colin Cowherd doesn't know the difference between somebody playing only 4 games against another person playing well in the playoffs. I don't know. Fox Sports, I think they do what they do, but there's a reason why a lot of these people are leaving these bigger companies to do their own thing. But there's still the fact that there are going to be certain personalities that will get paid well by said bigger companies, and they can let the other ones just go off and do what they do. Ain't nothing like that guaranteed contract money, man. And when you get jump into podcast land, everything is a gamble. Every time I get on here, I might go viral, and I got to stay on my phone all day and mention people and talk back to people and all that type of stuff. Notifications going crazy, or I could just be sitting up here talking to nobody. It's a gamble. But when you got that guarantee, whether somebody watched it or not, man, that's a hell of an L. And when you've been used to that, I think Susie Colbert's been in the game for 38 years, but she was actually with ESPN for 27. That's a lot of years of just knowing that check is coming. And now it's like, where's my next check coming from? You might be able to sit on it. I don't know. Did they see this coming? I don't know that either, but somebody about to get paid over there at ESPN. And when I say somebody over there at ESPN, it's going to be Shannon Sharp, Pat McAfee, and we'll see what else, what other moves ESPN wants to do. But who wants to get fired on a Friday, man? That sucks. But they say that's the best time to fire somebody, and they say it's especially best to do it on a long weekend. Whew. All right. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. $9.99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.